Hey, it's farmers market season here in Minnesota, and certainly as producers, we're thinking a lot about how we grow and what we grow, but it's also time for us to think about how we sell what we grow. Our first tip to being successful this farmers market season is take a look and adjust your pricing. There's two parts of this. First and foremost, we might take a little bit of time before we start selling to go to other locations and see what other folks are selling things for. This might be going to other farmers markets, it might be going to your local grocery store, it might be going to that local farm stand. And then just ask yourself, where am I at in comparison to them? This is relative pricing 101. The second part is we might just take a look at our P&L from last year and see what kind of changes have happened in your input costs and therefore adjust your own prices accordingly. The second tip for a successful farmers market season is to bring abundance. Everybody knows that a full table does a lot better in selling product than an empty table. So the question for you is, how can I bring abundance this farmers market season? Now, it's a couple ways of doing this as we're preparing. One is if we're growing a crop, think about the different ways that we can present it and the different ways that we can sell it. So part of it could be taking your potatoes and selling both by quarts and by bags so that we're really filling out a table, given different price points. Or think about some of the packaging that we might engage. This kale here, we could sell it by the bunch. We could also cut it small and have a crop that's sold in a clamshell. So think about the different products that you can develop with the crops that you're raising and how we can present them to fill out the table. So our third tip is to make some improvements just on our basic branding and visibility, right? If you want to stand out, you want people to notice your stand. How can we present ourselves well at the farmers market? We don't need to spend a lot of money, but we might take it up a notch here in 25. So if you've been using the same sign at your farmers market stand that I have for the last 10 years, this might be your opportunity to kick it up a notch, refresh that signage, buy a new sign, or it's an opportunity, say if you're using this old crusty chalkboard that you always have for farmers market prices, maybe rethink. You could do price cards. We could do we could just reinvest in a new chalkboard just to freshen up the stand a little bit. So this is that time to make those very basic investments, nothing big, nothing large, that will just better present our business at the farmers market or better present the product.